Okay, I'm Blank, a current Immortal Peak Radiant, and I'm going to show you how to consistently outperform in your lobbies and climb out of whatever rank you're currently in. I'm going to split this video into 4 main tips to help you instantly improve by the time you queue your next rank game regardless of your rank. My first tip is focusing on your movement between shots. By this, I mean in gunfights, you should almost always be moving except for when you're shooting. It's called counter-strafing. Counter-strafing is simply when you're pressing A or D in between your shots to make you harder to hit. This is especially important in high reload, as if you're standing still, you are significantly easier to hit in comparison to when you're moving. An example of this is when you're fighting a neon. Because the neon's constantly moving, they're a lot harder to hit in comparison to someone who's just standing still or hiding in a corner. Additionally, what you can do is mix-ups. And by this I mean, like, instead of going left and right then left and right, you can focus on just going in a single direction. So you could just press A, like called a pop and swing, and you can just focus A, or you know, D, like to mix it up. This because being unpredictable when you're strafing means the enemy can't pre-align their crosshair for what you're going to walk into. My second tip is not to overthink. This is especially common in low reload, where people think they need to always fake a sight or do some crazy play to secure the round. In reality, as long as you're pushing sight with sufficient util and getting your teammates trades, attack is a lot easier than defense. This is because, on defense, right, you have 3 people per site max, right? 5v3, as long as you're always getting the trades, it's a free round, and then all you gotta do is play post plan, you win by util. My third tip is focusing on pre your crosshair at common angles. And by this, I mean if an enemy jet's peaked main every single round, they're likely to do it again. Knowing this, you can line your crosshair up with main and swing just holding one directional movement key. This because in Val, the enemy or the person peeking will always have the advantage. This is because like server tick rates and ping differences, which is basically impossible to eliminate. So where possible, you always want to be the one peeking, especially when you know exactly where an enemy is. My final tip is using the minimap to the fullest. By this, I don't mean just like, sat in a corner staring at it the whole game. I'm talking you jump spot main, and if you see an enemy on the minimap, it will highlight them, like it will sort of do like a little mark on them. Knowing where they are, you can just throw like a razor grenade, KO grenade, whatever, just any util to clear the person out, and you can either get a free kill from that, or you can force the enemy to rotate off the site and make the team play retake. Those are my main tips to hit Immortal. I will probably be doing a more in-depth guide next video. Whoa.